that shows the main ingredient in Ozempic and Wegovy, which already help with diabetes and weight loss, may dramatically cut the risks from chronic kidney disease. We were just talking about this. Here to talk more about it is Dr. Todd Allerin, of course, with South Shore Health. It's so interesting because in some cases, these drugs get a bad rap because people get sick, but you're a doctor. You see them in a totally different light. This research shows that, and I'm going to try to get the right name right. Is it semaglutide?
That's exactly.
Okay, it's the main ingredient in those drugs, and it had a 24% lower risk of major kidney disease issues. People who are on dialysis or they need a kidney transplant. That's significant.
This is really significant, Maria. What we're seeing is not just, we've already seen these drugs, semaglutide, decrease diabetes, decrease weight loss, significant weight loss, also heart failure, death from this. But in this study, large study, 3,500 patients, international, randomized, half were given an injection of Ozempic, 1 milligram once a week, the other placebo. And what they showed was there was a significant decrease in not only kidney disease and kidney failure, but also cardiovascular disease and death from all causes. It's a big deal.
But you need to have a prescription for this.
That's true.
And you need to have these issues to get that prescription, correct?
In this study, these were all patients with type 2 diabetes and chronic kidney disease. So you had to have both for this study.
All right, so this is the latest study to talk about this added benefit from the drugs. It's new. They're new. You have to admit that they're new. So how do we know about long-term effects?
Look, I think they're new, but they're still, we've seen this over years, and we've seen multiple drugs from different classes. And what we're seeing is GI side effects are the most common, and then there are other rare side effects, but really the benefits are just significantly outstripping the risks.
That's so interesting. It is. We have to point out, by the way, this trial was funded by Novo Nordisk. That's the company that makes Ozempic. So we always have to put that in perspective. Should that change how we look at these results?
I don't think so. And why you heard me say before, it's not just this pharmaceutical company with semaglutide, but there's other companies like Eli Lilly has another tirzepatide. And we're seeing the same benefits again and again.
From different companies.
Not just in diabetics, but in patients who are obese. We're seeing decreases in heart failure, heart attacks, strokes. And remember something, this GLP agonists, right? These receptors are not just on the heart and the kidney and the pancreas, but we're also seeing it in the brain. So you can imagine studies are also going to be done in Alzheimer's disease, addiction. We have to wait to see, but so far, very promising.
Wow, so interesting. We've run out of time, but I'd love to explore more because there are people who are taking this and they're in the off market and they shouldn't be taking it.
That's a different story.
Right, that's a different story, but we're talking about these health benefits with a doctor. So very interesting. Enjoy your weekend. Have a safe weekend.
Happy Memorial Day.
Be well. Be well. All right.